Do 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 do. Do 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 do. If only I had a brain. I think everything is going correctly. I hope so. Alright. Good enough. I'll have to wait till someone hops in. But until now, I'll be talking to you guys. Hello there. I'm clear. There's no voices in my head. Uh, I'm not. I might hop on Average Joe. I don't know. I'm kind of goofing off right now. I really wanted to hop on this character and run ICC and see if we get invincible together, because that would be really fun. Maybe you guys are good luck charm. Who knows? You'll notice that. What was I gonna click on? I can't even remember. Oh well. Let me up the game volume, because I know exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Is 50 too loud? I don't know. Actually, it might be. Because when I start running inside, there's going to be 100 dialogues going on. So let's go back and drop it down a bit. So you'll notice I'm running a blood DK right now. This is my first ever character. Kind of. My first ever genuine character was a blood elf, and he was a mage. No, he wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a Forsaken. I made a Forsaken mage, and then he died in like one playthrough of one sitting, and that was it. And then
this is our final stand.
I don't know how loud that guy will be.
Regardless of outcome, they will know that we fought with honor, that we fought for the freedom and safety of our people.
So yes, I made a Forsaken as my first character. It was a mage. And then Burning Crusade came out, and I created a Blood Elf. And I can't remember. I think he was a mage. It was a Blood Elf mage. But I never really liked playing him. I got him up to like level 20, which back then was relatively high, but not that high. And then we unlocked Death Knights, and I created a Death Knight. Now keep in mind, this is all on my brother's account. Sorry, there's a lot of dialogue going on. It's distracting me, surprisingly. Which is weird, because I've ran this a lot. I created this character, and his name, you'll notice, is kind of goofy, My Dead Star. And that's because I was flipping through dialogue, or like name options, and something popped up, and it was like something about a dying star. And I was like, oh, that sounded cool, but I flipped too soon. And I was like, what was it? And I was like, trying to recreate it. And I was like, the dead star, my dead star. That sounds kind of cool. That sounds cool. Keep in mind, I was very young, and I get him through the Death Knight opening zone, which I've played 1,000 times and could literally do it blindfolded. And it was until then I looked at his name and I was like, oh no, people will think I'm a Star Wars nerd. I don't like Star Wars that much. And I decided to keep it. I was like, it doesn't matter. I'll keep him. It's kind of like a little goofy story to go with it. And I just never changed it. And I played this character on my brother's account all the way up through Miss Pandaria. the very end of Miss. And then I got my own account. And I always left this character on my brother's account. And I've always wanted him. It wasn't until recently I finally got him back. And that's why he's level 75. He's not max level. And I could easily run him through a bunch of dungeons or level boost him. But I don't want to do that. This character is one of those characters that is really near and dear to my heart. I mean, he feels like my original true main. Not that undead, not that other blood elf. This character feels like he was like a part of me. And so I'm running him through every expansion that he missed out on since Mists of Pandaria. Sadly, Shadowlands was bugged out, so I couldn't run Shadowlands. They fixed it, so I'm on Dragonflight right now. So once Dragonflight is done, I'm going to go back to Shadowlands and rerun it. But, yeah, right now, I was debating on running dungeons and raids with this guy, but we were trying to do mount runs with the new mount boost, and I was like, fine. Any sake to get invincible, I guess. So hopefully, if I stream, it gives me an extra chance of actually getting invincible. That's how it works, right? It feels weird running this place alone. I've never ran dungeons or raids. I never did it. I was always a questing person. And it wasn't until I started hanging out with Dry's guild, they like took me along to raids and dungeons. So I've never really tried for invincible. I was there during Wrath, but I never ran those things. I just was a quester and I read the lore and stuff like that. But all of a sudden, during Shadowlands, when I hooked up with her guild, they're like, hey, let's go do these raids, Mythic Plus, dungeons, and other stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And now I've been running to try and get an invincible. So I haven't tried to get him that much, but it still hurts. it still hurts. All the way up until, I want to say, Dragonflight. I haven't really ran any dungeons. There was one time that I tried to get invincible because I heard about, I was trying to like collect achievements and stuff like that, and one of them is to run some raids and kill the Lich King, and I was like, oh, that'd be an easy one to get. So I have ran ICC before meeting up with their guild, but I just never did it. Should I tell Sourfang he's gonna die in the future? By Sylvanas? You're not gonna make it, man. Guess what? I'm drinking by the sound alone. It could be anything. Will you guys stop talking? This is the worst part about... Okay, I gotta say, it's one of the best parts and one of the worst parts about, like, raids and dungeons. I love it when they talk, because it gives it time for hardcore raiders and dungeon runners to, like, really listen to the lore and understand what the heck's even going on. But, man, when you have to run this place... Or if it's like current content and you keep dying and you have to hear the same stuff over and over again. Oh my gosh, is it painful. But yeah, I like it. Man, like, I wish once you go through a scenario, they just don't talk. Just stop it. I already heard this. Which I'm glad some recent expansions have started doing the I've heard this tale before. You'll notice that I have no idea what I'm doing on a Death Knight. I mained him as an unholy for a while, and then I did a little bit of Frost, and then I just started doing Blood with him. But new talent trees came out, and I haven't really gone through it. So I'm really weird with talent trees. Whenever a new talent tree comes out, I don't do the one that they give you. Sometimes I'll do Icy Veins and just copy and paste and call it good. But in the end, no matter what, I always do Icy Veins and then do the loadout that I want. Usually it's for Mythic Plus because that's what our dungeon or raid does, or guild, sorry. And then I literally go through, nope, that's not it. I literally go through every ability and read them out and process what's the best way to go through the tree. Is it a waste of time? Yes, because there's recently for the Paladin tree, they kept on changing it so much. It was just a waste of time because they just changed it the very next week and it was annoying. But I kind of recently did that with the Death Knight tree where I was reading through it, but my friend said he found a better loadout for an unholy, so I might steal that from him and call it my own. I always like these little mechanics. Sometimes they're annoying, I will agree. Gosh, but something about, like, ICC. Maybe because it's so rememberable. Although I do hate this part right here. This bug room. So annoying. I can only imagine doing it during recent. I don't know where the trigger is, and there's a trigger, and then there's a trigger. Oh, thank God. Alright, here we go. Should probably add a friend, but I'm too lazy. Does that make sense? No. Good news, everyone. I love Futurama. Get me out of this room. It's like the improved Skullomance whenever you got trapped in that alleyway. There. Hey, someone's watching. I have a voice in my head. I still need to get a chat window up in the stream for people later on. So if you guys ever hear me say I have a voice in my head, it means a viewer's watching me. There's a voice in my head. What do you think? Will I get invincible? Still haven't gotten it. After all these years. Two people. Two voices. I really need to fix my talent tree on this guy. It is messed up. I think I did start out as an Icy Veins on this loadout, but I never changed it. so easily. Guys, did you know that this is all merely a setback? Oh, hi, little guy. Oh no, the swarm. Load him. Come on. Can I push the orb down? It was merely a setback. Kill the bugs. Alright. You gotta give me good luck. You have to. I gotta get this horse. I'm sick and tired of running this. Everybody else has gotten it. Except for me. Except for Deosa. Do you know Dry has gotten invincible twice? Twice. I think she's cheating. She broke into the code, figured out what to bug around. She got it out. For the longest time, I didn't know a chandelier broke the floor. Never knew that. I always ran back down the other side. Oh no. I don't think I have any healing abilities.
Even dying here beats spending another day collecting reagents for that madman Finkelstein.
Miserable creatures, die!
How am I supposed to heal the dragon?
You may have
I know there's a way to get around it. If I just let her die, is it okay?
second death approaches.
Welcome back, unless the Lich King has brought you back, in which case, I gotta ask, was the Shadowlands as bad as they say? Shadowlands... Shadowlands is a painful expansion. You can't sum it up to, it's the whole expansion. It's a bunch of little things that adds up and makes it worse. How am I supposed to heal this dragon? I have no healing abilities. I can't heal the dragon. Anyone? I could give her a shield. Oh, I think I gave that to myself. Something. I can steal her. Maybe I just let her die. I don't know. I can't heal you. Do I just let her die?
The loss of our comrades was unpreventable. They lived and died in the service of the Argent Crusade.
I always thought it was weird in some of the, like... Hey, okay, she's gone. Yes, please. Please let me advance. In some of the, Oh. But that's an ascension. I can heal myself. Like, there's abilities where I can heal myself. It's just healing other people. Ugh. What was I talking about? We got 2 videos coming down the pipeline right now. I cut one. I just need to work on the other. Where's my death grip? I keep forgetting I have that. Who let you run away? Congratulations on getting up to 70. I don't like how far away they spawn. It's annoying. Just die. Okay. Will I get invincible? I don't know. Would that be like you restarting it if you prestiged? Probably have to talk to an NPC. Die. Die.
You are fools who have come to this place. The
All right.
icy winds
So glad during Dragonflight we got to meet her Vizges. Vizges. Her human form. Technically not human. Her like elf form. I thought that was pretty cool. Will I get it? Will I get invincible? Please. Just give it to me. That's all I want. So who's the undead dragon? Syndragosa. The undead dragon, Syndragosa? The one from, like, the introduction? A blue dragon member? Malagos's, like, lover? Alright, come on. Please give it to me. Please. I don't want to come here anymore. I don't want to hear these people talk anymore. They're so annoying.
Tortured and slain.
What do you mean you only played Burning Crusade and Cataclysm? You just skipped over Wrath, the greatest expansion? It'll blow your mind who this tall guy is.
So be it. Champions, attack!
Attack! Come on. Come on. Please. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this game anymore. I know that's it's a joke. Please. Give me your horse. You raised him poorly. Why would you ride him in a blizzard? That's a horrible idea. Never ride your horse in a blizzard. Heck yeah. Warcraft 3, I saw the cutscene where they had an anime fight with Illidan. It was the greatest cutscene ever. I'm kidding. Blaze Give me your horse. I'll treat him well, I swear. I think it's because the rarity of Invincible is the only reason why people still come back here. What if it's a Fell steed? He didn't like Fell. Plus, it was all necromancy. Give me your horse. Give me your horse. Oh, give me the horse. I just want the horse. I just know I'm not going to get it. No more lies, office.
No more lives will be consumed by your hatred.
And cutscene. Let's watch it together. Let's diagnose this. Let's look at this guy. This little guy. Ah, what a great dad. Where's your crown? Let me know where the crown is.
Father,
You know,
is it over?
it's believed that the old gods are taking on the form of his dad and talking to him and saying that there has to be a Lich King, even though there doesn't have to be one.
Darkness before me.
Well, you shouldn't have cut you out your own heart. You know, that probably played a major role. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this detail. Whatever happened to the souls that are flying around?
The restless scourge will become an even greater threat to this world. Control must be maintained.
Are you sure about that?
There must always be a Lich King.
Put on the crown. Tyrion! Put on the crown! That'd have been crazy. What if he would have actually done it? Kicked Bolfar off.
The weight of such a burden. It must be mine, for there is no other.
Tyrion!
You hold a grim destiny in your hands, brother.
Tyrion!
It is not your own. Bolvar.
Bolvar! Dude, you look ugly.
Holy. The dragon's flame. Seal my fate. The world of the living can no longer comfort me.
This kinda doesn't make real sense, because Alex Strassa's the Dragon of Life.
Forevermore, I will be the jailer of the damned. No, old friend. I cannot. Do it, Tyrion.
Do it.
You and these brave heroes have your own destinies to fulfill. This last act of service.
Put it on. Put the crown on. Now, we did see Arthas torturing him. So what if he is just a part of the Scourge, and now a Scourge is about to put on the helmet of the Scourge? But then again, we already know the truth.
I must be forgotten, Tyrion. If the world is to live free from the tyranny of fear, they must never know what was done here today.
Even though he got kind of sketchy during Legion. I don't think they knew what to do with Bolfar. I think they kept playing the trope of, is he good? Is he evil? I don't know.
dead. And that Bolvar Full Dragon died with him.
Nah, I think that was the Crown talking the entire time.
Go.
A.K.A.
Leave this
Ner'zhul.
place and never return.
Nah, that was all Ner'zhul, man. I don't care what people say. I didn't get it. I got a crossbow, though. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, I got a little goober. But nope, no horse. What a waste of time. I didn't get it. Where were you guys? You were supposed to help me. What the heck? Dang. How can we get the horse if Bolvar told you to never return? Yeah. Let me just go back up to the top, see if I can get the horse. I always disliked how they changed the loading screen to Bolvar. I missed the one with Arthas. And then when they switched it to Bolvar, it was a poor decision on their part, I feel. Alright, what are we doing now, gamers? Who are we killing? Ow, my leg. Gul'dan? Which Gul'dan? Which reminds me, I think on this character I have the Skull of Gul'dan. I need to put in my bank. I like collecting weird items in the game and putting it in my bank. Any Gul'dan. Where is it? There it is. There you go. There's Gul'dan. The Skull of Gul'dan. Just for you, Colonel.
I have many lucky tools you like.
And become Illidan. Heck yeah.
Many farewell.
I wish you could. I wish it... Because it's a trinket. I wish it was an offhand and you could just hold it in your hand. 13 intellect, 12 crit. Tap into the power of the skull, increasing haste. I wish it would have been like, tap into it and then become a demon. That'd be fun. If it gave you like a demonic form and you walked around a bit. Alright, let's see here. You want me to go kill Gul'dan. Let's go kill Gul'dan. Now there's 2 dungeons. that you can go fight Gul'dan. There's one in WoD, and there's one in Legion. And in Legion, you officially kill him. In Warlords of Draenor, it just summons him to Azeroth, and then they... Yeah, there's just two. Well, kind of. Okay, so this is alternate Gul'dan that I'm about to go kill. You're Gul'dan, he's Gul'dan. You're Squidward, he's Squidward. Are there any other Gul'dans I should know about? Meow. I'm beginning to think I'm Squidward. In Draenor, Tanan Jungle, Hellfire, Archimonde? No. Where is it? I think Gul'dan summons Archimonde, and then Archimonde brings him to Azeroth. Cat Gul'dan. There's a Murloc Gul'dan. Do I have the Murloc Gul'dan? No. Although I don't really know his name. Probably starts with like Murgle Gurdan. Now, I can't remember if I probably ran this one yesterday or not. No, I haven't. Wait, maybe. Well, hold up. Come on. No. There he is. Read it if you want to. Gul'dan's crazy and evil. There's a skip for this place, but I don't have it. Or do I? I don't. Okay. Nope, no skip. If you watched the beginning of the stream, I talked about how that Blood Elf character was my first ever real character. But this character I made when I switched realms and joined Dry's guild, and they were all Alliance, Dirty Alliance. So I had to create a Dirty Alliance and decided to make a human. Why? I don't know. Actually, that's a lie. I created a Night Elf Druid because I thought I'll try something I've never really made before, and I've never really made a Night Elf Druid, and I never really played Druid, so I thought I should try something that's a little bit more out of my box. Alliance is not cool. Alliance is definitely not cool. But then I created this guy, and I like paladins better. Open the door. Open the door. Khadgar, how's it going?
It's good to have you on our side.
The power of friendship. Yep, literally. Which is funny because usually the Horde has looked that way. But because the Horde is the Horde, they kind of stray away from it. But if you look at the history behind the Horde, they are genuinely the definition of power of friendship. The power of adulthood. The power of adulthood. The power of smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. I summon you. Whoa, I got pulled. The power of whiskey sipping and cigar smoking. Are they coming or not? Cause I need them to come. There they are. Gosh, they're slow. The power of adulthood. The power of friendship. Friendship is magic. My little pony. My little pony. Are you gonna come? Come on. I thought this was pretty interesting, where you have to kill them and then the goop goes to the center. And it's like a trick boss fight, because the goop guy is not the actual boss. I always thought this fight was pretty interesting. Then again, this is during Legion, and we all know Legion is one of the best expansions. You kill him, but this is the actual boss. You're tracking mud everywhere.
The palace grounds are just ahead.
Everything's dirty!
Heavily defended than the lower levels.
How dare you? We should have just let the elves die. Why did we help the elves? They should just die. They're cocky, arrogant. They just need to be getting rid of. Nice. I never raided in I think that's funny. Outsiders. Never really got into raiding. Which elves? All the elves. They're all annoying. We should just expunge them as a race. Pull a Dragon Age, make them slaves. That sounds horrible. What would you say is your favorite expansion? Sorry, favorite raid in Legion. I think I'm supposed to go up here next. I do not get the joke. Wait, what? Anglai's gonna become Warcraft's failed Austrian painter with a... Oh my gosh, I just... Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Entire armies have fallen by my sword.
Just gonna
Chance could
ignore
use
that.
against me.
I need to make my way to the back.
At long last, the battle to liberate Suramar is joined. No more Nor must our resistance hide in the shadows.
The gates are breached. Sorry, we
Be quiet, Khadgar. It's like Ronin. I need an add-on for every time I go into a dungeon and they speak. Get rid of speech text. TOS. What's going on with the story of the War Within? Where do I begin? So the old gods, you know, their job is to prepare the planet for void gods to come in and corrupt the place. And they've been looking for a world soul so that they can corrupt it to make a void titan. Well, the Void Lord Dementius has a person called the Harbinger to help summon him. And the Harbinger that's been going around for him, her name is Xalatath. And the ethereal planet, the home of the ethereal people, Xalatath got Dementius to summon, got him to get summoned there. Will this stuff get out of my face? I just want to talk to Khadgar. And now Xalatath is on our planet. The old gods locked her soul inside of a blade. The priests order Hall. The priests get the blade. And then they run a little quest where they take Xalatath's soul out of the blade and put it inside an elf body. And so now the Harbinger is fully formed. And she, in Dragonflight, remember the dragon soul? Zombie fiend, yeah, yes, that lady. So, where was I? You kind of really distracted me with that comment. Xalatath. Okay, so the dragon soul. Remember the dragon soul that could, like, be used against dragons that Deathwing used, and Deathwing got his body all split apart because all the aspects power were imbued inside of it? Well, Deathwing had, like, another dragon soul, and he never used it. He just hid it away in his laboratory, and he got some elemental dragons to help him unlock it. And they got the new dragon soul, and it absorbs power. So Xalatath was going around and got it from Iridikron, an elemental dragon who wants a different planet or world or universe or whatever. And now she's going around and absorbing magical areas to put inside of the Dark Heart for her nefarious reasons. What those are, we don't truly know. At first, we believed that she was going to use it against us to summon Dementius, but it turns out she wasn't working with Dementius, and the Ethereals are actually working for Dementius, and the Ethereals got a hold of the Dark Heart, and now they're going to summon in Dementius to our planet, but we go to the ethereal home world where we're gonna go fight them. The ethereal people from Burning Crusade, the bandaged up people that's run weirdly. Dang it. I think I missed a guy. This place takes forever. Yeah, isn't that weird? Wait a minute, Dementius killed their planet, robbed them of their physical forms, and now they're working for him? Yes. Yes, they are. Dang, I timed that perfectly. There's like a separate faction of ethereals that are working for Dementius. It's just Stockholm Syndrome, but on another level. You know, as things happen. I guess they are just flooded with void energy. I guess you would naturally want to work for the void after a while.
Suramar owes its beauty to my blooms. I alone have mastered the delicate.
You know, it's like...
into nature's grand cycle.
That's way too complimentary. Yeah, exactly. But I just described what happened throughout like
Someone, water.
2 expansions.
So the palace gardener turned himself into a plant.
I like the idea of where they're going with it, but I also hate it. I hate it so much because they're pulling another Sargeras. Okay, this is where you gotta pay attention a little bit. Even I'm more distracted than all of you guys. Wake me up when they bring back Illidan. Illidan is awake. He's fighting Sargeras right now. You missed him back in this expansion, actually, in Legion. So, you know Sargeras. He's the poster child of the Titans and the whole reason why the Burning Legion is a thing. We all agree on that. Sargeras is the fallen Titan, and he is the main reason why everything in the universe is basically happening, aka I'm not going to bring up Shadowlands and the Jailer because the Jailer's stupid, and even Blizzard's trying to retcon him slowly. But yes, we all agree, yeah. So, in this expansion, they showed Sargeras, and they just took him away. And the entire time, throughout the history, they always talked about how Sargeras is coming his way to this planet to corrupt this planet and make the world soul his. But turns out he's just hiding in the clouds right now above us. And that could also deal with Illidan using the teleportation shard to bring Argus closer to us, and Sargeras was probably hanging out around Argus. But they rushed him. They showed Sargeras, and then they just take him away to the Pantheon. And now Illidan is fighting Sargeras, and that's the last we see of him. It's the big name brand guy of the entire Warcraft universe, and they show him for just a couple of seconds, and that's it. And now Illidan's fighting him on the seat of the Pantheon. It does not make sense. And now they're basically doing the same thing with Dementius. What? That's stupid. Yes, it is. The leader of the Legion is now fighting Illidan on the seat of the Pantheon.
I foresaw your coming, of course.
Ugh. And now they're doing Dementius. We might see Illidan again. I have a fan theory about that. But first, Dementius is also the poster child of the Void Lords. The Void Gods, the Void, is coming after planet Titan souls to turn them into a Void Titan. And now Dementius himself, the big bad guy, is about to come to our planet, or we're going to their planet. It's painful. Like they're doing the heavy hitting names. And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna have us just go in a raid, go over, fight his hands, fight his chest, and then he's just gonna die. Or something weird's gonna happen and he's gonna blip away. It's gonna be horrible. I feel like I'm not gonna like it. Because it's such a big name. But if we look at Illidan and Sargeras, what they've been trying to show us is the reason behind the Legion. So the Burning Legion was created by Sargeras to fight the Void. That was the whole entire reason. Sargeras saw a problem with a Void entities and old gods trying to corrupt a Titan soul, and he decided to create the Burning Legion to go fight the Void. We now have trapped Sargeras, and he is no longer in control of the Legion. So who's fighting the Void creatures? And now I feel like he's gonna come back in the next expansion or two, and Illidan and Sargeras are gonna be like best friends. I think that's where I need to go. Yes. Alright, here you go. Illidan fight. Or not Illidan, Gul'dan.
But your arrogance will be your undoing. Have you forgotten your humiliation in the broken shore? How your precious
So
king was
Sargeras used... So, okay, you said, so was the old god's relationship to the Scourge and Arthas. Sargeras created the Helm of Damnation and the sword because it was Ner'zhul. Ner'zhul's soul, when he created all the portals on Draenor and turned it into Outlands, Ner'zhul's soul was taken by... I can't remember which higher-up guy. But he took his soul, put it inside the helmet and the sword, aka more like the helmet. And he created the Scourge to weaken Azeroth so that the Burning Legion can get to Azeroth and the Legion can take it over better. It was Kil'jaeden? It was Kil'jaeden. But they retconned that. Because now it wasn't Sargeras creating it to weaken it for the Legion, it was the Jailer creating it and putting Ner'zhul's soul in. And now there's the idea that the Jailer and Sargeras were working together for the same goal. This is why I hate the Jailer. They should just completely get rid of the Jailer. Yeah. I have not been paying attention. This fight should have been done a while ago. But yeah, the Scourge was just created to weaken Azeroth. And then the Legion was supposed to come in and finish the job. But that was another thing. Was Arthas cut away from Ner'zhul, and I guess Ner'zhul wanted it too, where they didn't want to serve the Legion anymore, so they killed the Dreadlords that were watching over them, and they just wanted the Scourge to do their own thing. Who's that?
Now, mortals, follow me into the abyss.
There we go. Gul'dan died. My inventory's full. My inventory's been full this entire time. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff.
I have many, many wares.
No wonder I wasn't looting anything. I was so confused. No, that was a piece of judgment. I want it back. But yeah, keep in mind that was not our Gul'dan. That was alternate Gul'dan. But he had the same mission. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. This stuff is really filling my bag. Okay, there we go. So the old gods hated the Scourge as much as the Legion and vice versa. I would say they hated each other. It was kind of funny because they used Serenite, the blood of an old god, to build the Ice Crown Citadel and a lot of the weapons. I don't think there's any mention of them really messing with each other.
Good fortune to our friends.
Alright, Khadgar, get me out of here. You don't take me out of here. Why don't you take me out of here? Wow, a beautiful rift. I'd say they hate each other. Because they each want to take over the planet. But one is like, I want to take over the planet. No, I want to take over the planet. No, I want to take over the planet. That's literally the entire game. All of World of Warcraft is, I want that world soul. The Pantheon wants the world soul so they could put order magic into it. The Void Lords and Old Gods want the planet so that they could put chaos magic into it. Legion wanted so that they could put fell magic into it. The Scourge wants the planet because they could put Scourge magic in it or something stupid. The Naru want the planet so they could put light magic into it. Everybody just wants this Titan soul because Aman'Thul sensed it was one of the strongest Titan souls alive. And everybody wants to pump their own magic into it. So all of the magic in this world with the ley line energies and mana is not natural. It was all put here from the Titans themselves. The only thing natural that was a part of Azeroth so far was the elemental lords and their elemental magic. But when the Titans came, they locked them up into their own elemental planes. Did Arthas' Scourge ever make undead demons? The Neuribians however you say their name, the bug people, they were influenced from the old gods because they were there during Nyalotha, and they could not be churned fully into Scourge and Undead until later on when Arthas figured out how to finally do it, and then they created Undead Neuribians to serve him. It just took a lot of time. It's hard for him to turn Nyalotha void demons into the Scourge, but it is possible. Lore trip. Where are we going next? Who do you want to see in the lore? Sargeras. Ow. What time is it? I also have to keep an eye on the time. Sunstrider? Which version? Because there's here at the plateau. Oh, am I wrong? No, it was the other. No, wait. There he is. So he's a part of this one. And he's... Isn't he also... He's somewhere else, I swear. Oh, he's at the eye. Right? Or am I crazy? Yeah, he's at the eye. Let's do that. Let's go to the eye. I might get a mount drop. Where the heck am I? The albino one. Just remember, it was merely a setback. He's not killable in Shadowlands. I don't think he is. I didn't really raid in Shadowlands. He has like a tombstone on his back. He's like a quest giver. Aw, the Path of Glory. My favorite location in all of World of Warcraft as a Horde player. Don't ask about the bones. Now we're teaming up with, what's her name? The lady. Oh, what's her name? Xalatath. We are now teaming up with Xalatath in the newest patch to help her stop Dementius from coming to anywhere. I think she just wants to kill him. Maybe that's why she wanted the heart. Get Mr. Snuggles back. I always liked Area 52, whatever it was called. Yeah, Area 52. I always liked it. I do not have the Phoenix. Hopefully I can get it. Right about there. Oh, almost. There we go. This Phoenix. I don't have him yet. Alar. We'll just go straight for him. I had a couple of characters on Area 52, the realm. Here to talk about lore. It's lore time. To be honest, I don't know the lore behind the Fire Phoenix chicken. Sadly, this fight is bugged, so I'll have to do some goofy stuff to make it work. Oh, it's at 56. There he is, your boy. It was merely a setback.
Pity you were too late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore.
The Sunwell was corrupted. He used the fell energy on the well itself. So his people couldn't actually feed off of it correctly.
Blood for blood.
Sorry about that noise, I hit the mic.
Such Endori reign supreme.
It was until later when Prophet Villain cleansed the Sunwell. But that also leads us to the next area. But then how did they do it? Because Villain blessed it with a Naru. That and the Sunwell wasn't fully there. The Sunwell's energy, some of it was put inside a physical form of like a girl named something I can't remember, but we're gonna go see her. And so they needed that and Prophet Villain to bless the well. But now there's a problem with the Sunwell. Because it was blessed by the light, it now has the opportunity of shifting like Beladar and be with the void. And now there's going to be a huge battle with Xalatath at the Sunwell to corrupt it or use it for her own personal gain. Okay, I need to run. This is the bugged out part. Yeah, because no one likes elves. I can't remember who knew about the lady or who it was a dragon. It was like a blue dragon that made the lady. There's a whole like comic about it. Will you please just start talking? There you go. We won't try to kill you anymore. I think Velen would have understood.
I have not come this far to be stopped. The future I have planned will not be jeopardized. Now you will taste true power.
It was merely a setback. Oh no, he died. I like how to make him look stronger, they just made his model even bigger. Nope, he didn't give me the bird. What a waste. I wanted the bird. Alright, let's go to Stormwind. I'll go kill him in the other location. What's up with his voice? No idea. Did he sound different? It's more squeaky and weird. I don't know, he sounded pretty squeaky. What I think is pretty crazy is, for the Alliance, because it's so far away, they put a fast travel in to get up there. So once I get to Iron Forge, it'll fast travel me up there. Oh, you mean like in Warcraft 3 his voice was deeper. Maybe they just got a new voice actor. I still need to watch all of a Warcraft 3 playthrough. Belenesh Delanore. Now that's just cheating. Maybe. I have thought about playing it before, but I'm just not a huge fan of RTSs. Just something about them. I just need to find a YouTube channel that did a whole playthrough. I think Krendor did. Shadowlands. I don't... If he was, he would probably be in Revendreth. Oh, yeah. Isn't that him? No. Yeah, Princess... Yeah, there he is. He is able to be killed. But boy, this... this one is long. This is a long one. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. I'm good. Iron Forge. Did you know originally Iron Forge and Undercity were supposed to be bigger? They were supposed to have 2 levels. There we go. The Dead Scar. Heck yeah, man. This flight takes forever. Guys, be honest. Is it easier to get around the planet as a horde or an alliance? Place your votes now. Horde or alliance? When you need to get from like point A to point B, not even just on the planet itself, but like throughout the cosmos. If you need to get around, who has it easier? Horde or alliance? I should probably sell some stuff.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Doobie doobie doobie, ruby shooby doobie. I don't want to influence your vote, so I won't say anything. Just to get from point A to point B. Random. It could be extremely random. Like a game of GeoGuessr. Do I have to set it? No, I shouldn't. Wait, did I go on the right one? This is the right one, right? Yeah, yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, he's in here. Okay. I'm not going crazy. Waste my time. First time I walked into this place, I didn't notice all the wyvern up here. I've never noticed that guy either. Weird. Almost there, Colonel. You know, I feel connected to the elves. I agree with them. It's hard to get over addiction. And right now, I'm trying not to drink as much caffeinated drinks as I usually do. I've already failed. Wait, yeah, okay. Here he is. Not those guys. There he is. Wow, he's got everyone in here. Even an ethereal smuggler.
Don't look so smug. I know what you're thinking, but Tempest Keep was merely a setback. Did you honestly believe I would trust the future to some blind, half-night elf mongrel? He was merely an instrument, a stepping stone to a much larger plan.
Where'd he go? Did I kill him?
It all led to this. And this time, you will not interfere.
Where'd he go? What? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. That's what I get for looking away.
You will drown in your own blood! The world shall burn!
And then you get to fight him again. Ah, video games.
I have many, many wares. Farewell, friend of the
Wait,
Brothel.
what was that?
May your feet find good trails.
It is time for me to head out. No more lower talk with Angle Eye. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.